Israel soldiers has now begun the march to Biafran west side. Hear the news in details. We are getting a report, lovers of freedom, that the Israel soldiers, about 5,000 out of the 20,000, have begun a march to the west side of Biafra. This is just the beginning. Lovers of freedom and freedom fighters, let's get ourselves together. Compose ourselves, with ourselves, and pray for ourselves. For the battle is about to begin. We are going to win, and this point is going to be a final win. It doesn't matter what they have done against Prime Minister Simon Eba. I know in one of his broadcasts he said, if you know what they have done to bring me back, if you know how much they have bribed, if you know how much they have given to everybody who knows my location to get me back to Nigeria, is it because you are hearing it now? You will pity me. You will so pity me. And it's true. We have come to a large extent to understand the positivity that we should bear. It doesn't matter the twisted theories. It doesn't matter how they try to do it. What matters now is that Biafrans are beginning to understand the language that Prime Minister Simon Eba has been speaking. Stay focused, stay guided, and be committed. It's a simple English till one person is affected. I must say it with every force in my heart that for so long we have been pretending that we can stay with Nigeria. For so long we have been pretending that we can stay with a people who do not really care about us. For so long. But now we are going to continue in that path where God has placed us. Yes. And by so doing, we'll be first out of the war zone. This is just the beginning. But I must say it the way I should say it. Everything that will represent well must be represented well. Everything we say or do must be done well. And gradually, we will get to see the lights in the game. All throughout the section, all throughout the season, and all throughout the main victory. I must say with full respect that this is the point we can all stretch and see ourselves, one after the other and another after. Because now that the Israel government are marching towards Biafran West, and Finland government has equally refused to collect any bribe to deliver President Simon Eba, we can now say Biafra is already at hand. I can now say it with my full chest that Simon Eba is preparing a big room for his enemies. Big room. When I told you the level of rank Simon Eba has in Finland, some of you don't understand. Now, Simon Eba uploaded this picture. We have the Prime Minister of Finland, and there's no better candidate in the trying period than Alex Torp. Hey, you see, one thing I will say here is this. What I mean by Simon Eba is preparing a big room for his enemies, is that so many of you don't yet understand the level of hypocrisy that Nigeria carries as a country. You know, I do not hate Nigerians, but I hate Nigeria. When it comes to Nigeria as a country that has vow to destroy the lives of young people, young destinies, and young talents, that such countries should not be allowed to stand. That's on period. Yes, it should not be allowed to stand in any way. Because the truth of the matter is this: we must hold ourselves very clearly, truly speaking, and words that must be exchanged in the proper order. It doesn't matter how they keep doing this thing or how they say it. What matters more is that Simon Eber is now working with the Prime Minister of Finland. I said it before. See, you don't understand. I will always define this thing very well. Very, very well. The way it should be. Because some of you will not understand the leaf behind all this thing. I told you all that Simon Eber is now working with the Prime Minister of Finland. He said, hey, no, fake news, fake news, fake. What is happening now? This thing, I said it last year, I said December. Hey, until you learn that what we do here is the gospel, you may never learn again. You may never learn again. And that's the funny thing. We are determined to push this very heritage to the last minute and the last point of it. Because that's the only way we can push it. We are so ready. When I mean, are you ready for this? So ready. But some of you thought that we are jokers. We don't know what we are doing. Thought we are jokers and we don't know what we are doing. This is just the beginning. I must say it with every truth and point that now is the point where everybody must hand over everything to Simon Eber and tell him one Kabaniru. There's no criticism anymore. Because just like Nnamdi Kanu will tell you things that he wants you to hear. But you see those things that you need to hear, he will not tell you. Or should I say, the things that you want to hear, you will not hear. But the things you need to hear, he will tell you. And other ones will be taken by surprise. How did they know? I said it 1 month ago and today they posted it. That's how my videos are. So, big energy is already coming. And thanks to the 20,000 soldiers from the Israel, thanks to everyone who is supporting this mission, we will achieve Biafra. We will achieve Biafra by the grace of God, by the grace of Chukwokika, by the grace of Jesus. We will achieve Biafra. It's just a question of time. Everything will fall into place. Makadonyenu agwawane.